A rematch of the Animajor.
But they managed to claw it back, as they do with so many games.
Yeah,
I mean, there's like supposed
really
to win and there's actually winning, right? If you can't close it out, then that's it.
LOA.
Oh, he took spirits.
He is dead. First blood T1.
Another one's taking 50 damage.
Yep, that is true. We see the meta into the Cookie. LOA. This might be his second death of the game. Yep, that last right click from Xepher. As meanwhile, top lane, Whitemon takes a tumble, so trades across the map.
Yes, that is how it works. It's very good. I saw Morphling. Oh,
we see the bushwhack onto Whitemon. And a double call, actually, but this is going to cost a couple lives. Quincy Crew.
That feels a bit awkward. You shut down this hero really hard, and now Savage is on his own here.
And Karl's going to get the Dragon Tail. Whitemon with the Earth Spike. But here comes the coil from Quinn. First of the game into the bushwhack as well. Illusory Orb is enough to take out the Lion. Lelis now taking out not only the wave, but some creeps as well. Cookie's going to be dodged from Quinn. Going to take the little shredder, though. Oh, it's a lot of damage. And with this haste rune, Xepher secures himself the kill.
Timbersaw top. Oh.
Yep, initiation from Leslau. We see the Fire Spirits coming with the waveform as well. Xepher will be chopped down by Leslau. Into the adaptive strike, Kuku. I don't think they have enough damage to world. Oh my god, that damage. Now they have to be careful. T1, Cookie actually will connect onto Quinn. And here comes the Phoenix. The coil is applied, but Quinn just takes too much damage. Coil's gonna get snapped here. MSS gonna get clipped by a couple of these kisses. Let's see if T1 can clean up anybody else here. Courier trying to get him baited here, but it looks like MSS might fall as well. Oh, he gets off the sharpshooter to get a little bit of a distance there, but it's not gonna be enough.
And really good play by T1 here. Just going for the mid tower when they forced all the Quincy Crew's heroes back, but line from behind.
Yeah, Whitemon is actually by himself, and here come the TP, Karl. And that Dragon from Leslau with a nice Berserker's Call onto 2, and they're just going to blow up Whitemon as a result. See if he goes for the shard before actually finishing the Manta.
But Quincy, they want to go in here.
Yep, they sure do. Kuku puts himself potentially in harm's way. Berserker's Call is there with the Sunray to follow. And that is going to be a very easy kill onto Kuku. And even the Mortimer's Kiss is coming out from afar. Yeah, and they know that that's down, so that's yet another spell. So they don't have to worry about for this potential Roche take. Even Quinn is going for Lincolns.
Yeah, it's just a really good item this game. It's hard to initiate onto these. Like, if you give Puck enough time to phase shift, he'll get that off. You give Morphling enough time to morph or live, right?
Yeah.
You just need a little bit of time. Also, I really like the Morphling versus Timbersaw matchup. I saw this once. I think it was Ame versus Beast Coast.
Yeah, MSS going to get clipped by the Chakram. We can see the DK ult is popped. Karl does get the stun out, and MSS will be the sacrifice for Quincy Crew. And if they just get out with that, they'll take that, I believe, any day of the week. But a lot of chase potential. Kuku with the Timber Chain Chakram. They're going to find Leslau potentially. Actually misses the Timber Chain, but still lots of damage to come on top of this. They blow up the Terrorblade instantly. What? Holy Jesus. The egg pops on the sideline. They're going to find yet another kill, this time on Leslau. So it's a 2-for-1. 23 Savage. I can't believe that he dropped that fast. YawaR turns into Mr. Timbersaw himself. They're going to find Xepher in the trees. And with that Sunray will ensure that they get their third kill of this engagement.
Look at Quinn. He's getting his revenge tips in. He's been being tipped all game.
We'll see in this next upcoming fight. But YawaR going for a BKB of his own. But here's the initiation from Karl. Dragon Tail. You can see the Sunray from afar healing up Leslau pretty nicely. Is the Finger of Death going to be enough? The Hex to follow. And indeed, he took literally every kiss there from Mortimer. Took a while, but Leslau does die. Looks like it's going to be a trade, though. Able to take out Whitemon. Quinn, though, takes the Dragon Tail to follow. Oh, boy, that's not what he wanted. Yeah, majority of Quincy Crew do have the shard, like you said. So smoking up, 3K network lead now for them. Leslau looking for the initiation. Dragon form spot. That's the Aghanim Scepter on Karl. He is very hard to kill. He's actually going to jump and actually successfully get the Dragon Tail. Morphling gets blown up. That's just the Aegis, though. Leslau jumps in to try to save him, but that's not enough heal from Leslau. YawaR, in the meantime, pops his BKB, trying to kite 23 Savage, but the damage is just out of control now. The BKB's out of charges now as YawaR attempting to run away with that Scotty applied into the Chakram. And YawaR looks super dead. Gets the waveform off just in time. He's barely going to live with the attribute shift coming through, but Quincy Crew still loses too, and Karl, full HP, beast mode, man.
Yeah, I would like
spell.
Him or Timbersaw. I think Timbersaw's is pretty good.
Quinn, they pop the Lincolns into the Dragon Tail again, trying to get healed, but it's not going to be enough. Buys back into the game. Initiation now from Leslau. Looks like he's going to drop shortly after. A double kill for Kuku, and now a double buyback on Quincy Crew. That all rhymed for some reason. Roshan at half HP. Need to reset here. Where's 23 Savage? No meta right now. He's gonna jump in though. They're gonna try to burst down Puck. That's a dive back onto Quinn. Oh no, Quincy Crew crumbling here, but Leza with a pretty big initiation. I don't know if they can fight without their position to Puck. And you can see all this damage and all this control just going to work. And this looks like the potential beginning of the end of game 1. 4 dead for Quincy Crew. Make it 6 if you want to count the buybacks. But it's going to be Megas, it looks like. And Quincy Crew, I mean, they held on strong for quite a while. It was really even, and it was literally just that fight. That was the game.
It was the same at the bottom one where Quincy Crew had the Aegis on Morphling. Like 2 times now, they've taken big fights into T1's vision, or they've been baited into it.
All right, here's the initiation. Can they blow up the 23 Savage? Oh my god, the Satanic is bringing him alive. Leslau getting beat down in the meantime. The egg does pop successfully, but really not enough damage done from Quincy Crew's side. So 23 Savage continuing to focus on the towers as we see the fear come out. And that's going to be a double kill, taking out YawaR in turn. GG is called game 1 to T1. But it looks like he is going for the typical arm build.
It's not as bad as like 4 years ago where you could just thunder him through rage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
There's the tips. I knew that tip was coming.
Wow.
Quinn has been tipped 18 times this series. He's ready to exact some vengeance.
Crypt Swarm, I think Phase Shift was still on cooldown. So not able to get it off as LOA in the meantime. And taking some Wyvern damage. They will be able to clean him up at the very least, so... You see the orb come out. Karl, LOA, gets off the Maledict. Quinn gets a decent amount of healing. Now the Spirit Siphon will help quite a bit as well. Earth Spike, gonna prevent any more aggression from coming out.
He won't have Phase Shift.
He has Phase Shift, and Bottle Charges are coming too, but yep, the Maledict. Leslau tanking up the tower. Now he has to tank up a lot of spells. The Doom is there. Coil onto 2 to follow with the Finger of Death. Leslau takes a tumble. And LOA follows suit, so 2 quick kills for T1. Yeah, that's what you do with DP, right? You get close to a tower just to get the extra ghost damage. We're going to see the pickoff here onto MSS, but creating space for the Roshan. He'll take this.
It's actually like double damage, Exo beside something. Like within like 200 range.
Yeah. Yep, Quinn's going to pop the exorcism. They really want to fight here. Kuku jumps in with the hoof stomp, gets off the Infernal Blade, and Quinn takes heavy damage as a result. You can see LOA healing from the low ground as the Lincoln's is already popped and the fortification as well. Wave is completely taken out and meta already used as well. It feels like Quincy Crew, I mean, they have to defend this top lane, it looks like. Karl, well, they're going to try to initiate onto him. Hoof Stomp will not connect. Phase Shift with the orb. Enchant, looks like the cask will connect, but he gets force staffed onto the high ground.
T1 will win the fights now.
Right. Yeah, Doom is always that wild card, it feels like, in these late game situations. Oh, see the rage. Actually, that is a shard for 23 Savage, if I'm not mistaken. That's an open wounds indeed. Stampede is used, so mitigating a ton of damage here, but will it be enough to actually get away? Not with the Infernal Blade and the Infest. Leslau is donezo. YawaR has the spider legs, already popped the meta and BKB, and will have to retreat. And again, the timing, T1. All they have to do is wait for this meta now.
So there's no Lotus Orbs anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, 23 Savage has to rage. LOA taking heavy damage, and he is going to get bursted down again from Whitemon. And they're going to apply the coil only for the Enchantress alone, but it'll be worth it for them. 5 versus 3 advantage now.
No meta.
Yeah, still no meta. Exorcism is up, but there's no way they're going to pop that without their full force behind them. Gets off the hoof stomp YawaR with the Abyssal Blade. They will be able to get the support here, but there's the Doom from Kuku onto Centaur himself. YawaR pops the BKB, but Kuku pops his own as well. Shiva's, along with the Refresher Orb, activated. Looks like they'll be able to clean up Leslau pretty easily here. Quinn already gets off the Exorcism in fear of getting that double Doom, which is still available here. 23 Savage in that rage form. Does have Infest up, as he is taunting away. 12k net worth lead for T1, and this might be the last-ditch effort for Quincy Crew. They have to deny this. Buy it back onto Leslau. Remember, has the Stampede available, can walk through terrain here.
Around. They might find a Wyvern first.
Smoke is actually going to be popped, but Xepher doesn't realize it's been popped. We get the Silence coming out. There's the Abyssal Blade from YawaR jumping in onto Whitemon. Will it be enough? The heal with the Infest is enough to keep Whitemon alive for now. And you see the coil onto 2. The first to die is LOA. Buys back into the game, though. Doom applied to YawaR already, but all he can do is right-click and try to run away. It finally will end. He has his Sunder available. Might have to use it on a teammate if he's not careful here, but MSS in the meantime just getting beat down by 23 Savage. Silence applied to YawaR. Still can't get that Sunder off. He's getting very low. Finally does so. Now gets full HP as we see 23 Savage beating upon Quinn with that open wound. Just so much damage. Double kill for him. Now YawaR with the spider legs onto the low ground. Feels like he is just going to drop one way or the other. The initiation from Whitemon. just too much for Quincy Crew to handle. He has Arcane Blink and 2 refreshers.
Oh, man.
That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. It's 23 Savage taking out that tier 4 successfully. We have the double buyback from Quincy Crew, but they know that there's no meta right now. There's not too much to fear. Oh, okay. Coil again onto MSS. He's just going to heal through it. That might provide a little bit of space, but here comes Kuku with the Doom again. But there's the Stampede to try to counteract this, but the Yules keeps him in place. And into the stun from the Lion. That means Quinn will take a tumble. 110 seconds, no buyback. And this looks like a 2-0 for T1 in very good fashion for them. They looked extremely strong here.
Yeah, just really smooth gameplay. They understood that even though you're against terribly DP, like I thought that would be a bit scary to go into late game with, but they just had confidence in their players, and once the refreshers and Doom come out, like, can't contest them in team fights.